Hello everyone and welcome back. So today I am issuing myself a challenge. Actually, this was suggested by one of you, so thank you Erin S for recommending that I do this. In a previous vlog I showed how I was able to draw a face with my reference material upside down and actually drawing everything upside down. And so Erin suggested that I do that and then that I do the same with the photo the right way, just to compare, and I thought that was a great idea. So here's a picture of my awesome friend Jenny. She sent me a whole bunch of reference photos of herself with permission for me to use them, and so I'm going to use that, and I'm going to actually block this so that when I flip it this way it'll stay that way. And I'm gonna prop it up here. Unfortunately you're not going to see the whole thing, but if I leave it flat like this I have the reflection of my light, so I can't really see well. And I also thought that I would time myself, not because I want to stay within a certain time frame, but just I'm very curious as to see how I'm actually going to fare in terms of time-wise. So this is just for my own reference. It's not part of the challenge. I don't want to do her whole body, but I think I will do it this way. Let's start. Okay, I need more space here. All right. Oh, and I'm using just regular pen. Nothing special. Let's see here. There's kind of like this. I'm not sure how the shading is going to go, just because I'm using ink, like a regular ink pencil. So the object of this, while I'm drawing, I'm going to try and talk to you a little bit. The object of this is that supposedly when you're drawing upside down, you're not seeing what you're about to draw as an object. It's kind of like you're just concentrating on lines and forms, and not, you know, like right now I'm drawing the nose, but I don't see it as a nose anymore because it's not recognizable as such in my mind. It's just a bunch of lines. And I've been told that you don't need to have necessarily a lot of experience to do that. Like, apparently anybody can do that and do it quite well, so something to consider. It's very hard to talk and draw at the same time. If I go silent, you'll know why. Okay, move out of the way. And let's see here. There's kind of like another connecting line here. And this dips here. Kind of, sorta. Wow, I have no idea what this is. It's so amazing how things look different. There's quite a bit of shading here. I think I'm going to do it right now. Alright, and let's see here. And then we've got the line, and the lines here are a little bit faded because she's in full sunshine on one side. Let me just go down here. There's a line that goes here, and this is darker right here. Go straighter here, and a little separation here. There's something happening here. There's kind of like little lines here. I'm not sure if her mouth is open or closed. From looking at it like this, upside down, I really cannot tell. So I guess that's the object of this exercise. There's a darker line here. It looks so strange right now to me. Let's see here. So now, because I am not putting in all the like the highlights and the shading, I'm not sure how it's gonna look when I turn it the right way, but okay, so I forgot to do this. Let's see here. This bit was a little too long, I find. And we go around here, and that's about like this. My phone is, I'm already 5 minutes in. It's not a race, like I said. I'm not doing this necessarily to beat the clock. This is strictly for reference purposes. Let's see, here's a little bit of tip here. I know it's going to look weird because of the shading or the shadows that I'm not really paying attention to. I should have used a pencil. The reason why I'm using a like a regular pen is that I want to resist the temptation to erase. I really do not want to erase. And what I might do is go in afterwards to add the shadows and whatnot. It keeps going off. I don't know why. Okay. The shadows to I might go back in with to add the shading. Okay, I'm gonna stop here. All right. Okay, I'm gonna leave that face for now. I'm gonna go down here. It's actually a little bit higher. There's a little bit of fuzzy hair here. And yeah, there's quite a bit of all right, move on. So here, kind of like so, a little bit higher, and then need more room. Like so. There's kind of like a stray curl right here, which is cool. She's a very pretty lady, I find. Such a joy to draw her. Let's see. And there's some hair that starts down here. And her shoulder is about here, or whatever line there is. Oops, get out of the way. Yeah, I need to darken some of these. Yeah, I really wish I had used a pencil for that. She's got a necklace. I'm not going to define the necklace. I'm just going to just do an outline kind of thing. All right, so she's got this thing here, there's something here. And boy, the perspective is really different when you do this. It's awesome though. It's different in an awesome way. Okay, I can only do a few strands here. I find that here I need to move some things here. All right, so let's just do this for the hair. And like I said, I can redefine later. Okay, you know what? I want to flip it now. I want to see what it looks like. So how are we? 10 minutes. Okay, let's stop here. So 10 minutes. 07. All right, you ready? This is the fun part. I remember when Lucy was here and we did that. Well, I did it. She was watching. I thought that was pretty cool. All right, so I'm going to put this on this side right here and flip. Oh wow. I mean, it's not bad, but I think I did better the first time. But I mean, seriously, how cool is this? See, now I can go in and refine like all of these like shadows and, you know, re-emphasize everything, but I really didn't do too bad. I'm quite impressed. In 10 minutes, getting all this done. How cool is that? Her jaw should be going a little bit more up like this, but not all that much, actually. But you know what? I'm going to leave it that way. Just because, you know, that was the object of this exercise. So this is what I did upside down. All right, now I'm going to do the same this way with the image the right way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the same amount of time that I had. So let's say 10 minutes, because it was 10 minutes 7 seconds, so we're not going to be too picky about that. Let's start. I'm going to see how I fare doing it in 10 minutes. Not sure why I'm starting with the hair, maybe to give me a little bit of like a landmark sort of thing, or in French we would say un point de repère. Kind of like yeah, I guess a starting point. I can tell right away that I am mostly tempted to refine as I go along. And I can totally see the difference, because I don't know if you've noticed, but when I went here in the eyes, this is very far away. Here, let me zoom in so that you don't see too much of my reference material, but more of what I'm doing. I saw myself actually wanting to define, because I know this is an eye, wanting to define what I'm doing right now, so that it makes like a real nose, because the way because the way I see it, I see an eye. So I need to change my the way I look at a drawing so that I see shapes instead of objects. I hope this makes sense. It makes sense to me. And again, I would recommend buying a book that's called Drawing from the Right Side of the Rain, or if you have a library, it's a pretty classic book. So my guess is that most library would have that book. So go to your library and check it out. There's definitely an arch here. Yeah, you don't have to, you know, if you can find books at the library, that's pretty awesome. I find also that when I draw this way, I'm not really paying attention to the lines and proportions with what they are next to, which is one of the things that I need to work on, because this is how you kind of get lost in the details, and then you forget how one line relates to the other, and then you find yourself at the end of your drawing with an, you know, an eye misplaced, or the nose not being in the same place as your reference material. And so that's why drawing upside down helps you. It becomes like an exercise in training your brain to think of what you're drawing as just a bunch of like lines that relate to each other and not the actual object. For instance, this is a face, but I need to forget it's a face. Yeah, I'm already in trouble, I can tell. I can tell. Wow, the power of this exercise really surprised me the first time I did it, and I'm even more shocked right now because I'm struggling a lot more with this one than the one on the right. All right, let's move on here. Not sure what's happening here. She definitely has her eyes upside, she's looking down on the picture, that I know. Yeah, I'm really struggling here, guys. I mean, of course, you know, I have this, you know, the phone ticking next to me. This is all wrong right here. Wow, I would take a lot more time to do this. Of course, I would use a pencil for sure. Okay, let's just do the outline of the hairline first. And then just go like this. Totally messed up the chin. This is too funny. I feel like I don't know how to draw anymore, which is like quite funny. Let's see here. Sorry, I've gone silent. I'm just like trying to focus on getting the details right. Oh boy. Okay. You see, now I'm fiddling with details. I knew this was gonna happen. My hand's all dirty. I'm sorry, Jenny, I'm kind of butchering your face right now, and I'm not proud of that. But yeah, interesting, quite interesting. Yeah, oh, this whole side's supposed to be in the dark. But haven't done that too well. Same thing here. Oh. Yeah, see, I've actually finished the outline quicker, but and now I'm just fiddling around with here, so almost like 10 minutes. So this is like 9 minutes and 30 seconds. Yeah, I kind of got bored with the details, because if I were in a real life situation and not like doing a test between the two of them, the two methods, I would probably erase a lot. Here, I mean, although it's a little bit, I want to say more basic, I think exercise-wise, this is probably more accurate, because if you look at her face, the angle is better on this one. This one, although some of her features are more detailed and better, I find that the eyes are better. I find the positioning of each of the elements on her face is probably better on this one, maybe except for the chin. Yeah, I want to say except for the chin, but I kind of like this part here better than this one. And it might just be because it's a different style. Like here I've used cross hatching, but I don't know, her chin is a little bit long on this side too. But besides that, I mean, if I just cut her chin, whoops, I shouldn't do that because I wanted to use it as comparison, but if I cut that chin a little bit shorter, I think this one would probably be a better drawing in my opinion. And I didn't, like I said, I didn't go deep into details with the shading and whatnot. So that's it. That's the exercise in 10 minutes. please try it yourself, because you never know what you're going to come up with. It's quite interesting, and depending, I mean, from what I gather from this exercise is that it doesn't really matter where you are in terms of experience in your drawing skills. Apparently anybody can do this upside down. This way is a little bit more difficult because, like I said, you tend to want to make the object look as if it's, you know, like a nose is supposed to be a nose, and if it's not exact, then you keep on doing it and doing it. If I were to do a portrait, obviously I wouldn't do it upside down. I would take my time and use probably a pencil and then make sure that the proportions are correct before I add in the shading. But I just wanted to have it as similar as on this side in kind of like the same amount of time. And I don't know, I just think it's interesting. I hope that you've enjoyed this, and please, if you give it a try. Like I said, apparently you don't have to know how to draw to do this. So yeah, I'd be interesting to know how yours come out. If you want to share your pictures with me, that'd be awesome. You can always tag me at Créations CeeCee. That's what I'm called on all my social medias, or even like send me a message on Facebook or something. But I would really like to see it. Anyways, that's about it for this video. I just want to take a few seconds to thank you all for the sweet comments that you've left in my last video. That is appreciated, and it was certainly comforting to me. I will also try and upload more regularly, but you know that my schedule is a little bit perturbed right now. As soon as I make my way out of meetings and paperwork, then I'll be back to my regular schedule. But I do have a lot of catching up to do, especially for my patrons, and so it might take a few weeks for me to get back on track. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and make sure that you click that little bell, because I am told that not all my videos get to my subscription feed, and so by clicking that bell you are going to be notified every time I post new content. And if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them below, and I will see you later. Bye!